Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi usangeni babukene bangibhala ngifile awukwenzele sivusabalele baqolele ake ngihlalele baqolele.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lebu Makola, also known as Lebu MMK on all social media platforms, and welcome to my channel. Guys, I'm so happy to be here. I don't know if you can see, but I am literally smiling from ear to ear because I received so much love on my last makeup video and I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the lovely comments. Thank you for the person who posted me on Twitter, because a lot of people wrote comments in my comment section saying they come all the way from Twitter. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to you. You did your big one. I'm going to try and be consistent. Oh, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. I hope everyone's having a good New Year so far. And guys, let's get this thing of New Year, New Me, because I still have my last year problems. I'm joking. I'm joking. I hope everyone's having a beautiful and prosperous new year. I hope that this year ahead of us brings nothing but blessings and joy and happiness and, you know, money and things. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for 2K subscribers. We are yet to become a huge family. We're still a very small community, but I love it so much. I really do enjoy making these videos. I have a huge passion for makeup, so I hope that this year there's nothing that's going to be in my way. I hope I'm consistent. I hope I give you guys top-notch content. Okay, I don't want to let you guys down because you guys are making me so happy, and I never thought I would enjoy YouTube this much, but I think this year I really want to put my foot into it and I really want to give my best. You know, because this is truly who I am. There's no brand that's sponsoring anything. It's just me showing you guys what I love doing, and there's no pressure. You know, sometimes when you're working and you have a campaign and you have to promote a product, you're under pressure, you can't really. So this is me just doing what I love. I just don't want my content to be about paid posts. I feel like I was doing that a lot last year, but this year I really just want to make some time to create some authentic content for you guys, whether it be, I think you guys don't like my vlogs. I have a feeling that my vlogs don't really do well, but I'm not complaining at all. I'm still very small. I'm on this platform. I'm yet to grow, but I think you guys are receiving these makeup videos so well. I don't want to disappoint you guys when it comes to makeup. I'm going to up my game each time. Yeah, but I really am happy when I make these videos. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove these glasses. But I do want to tell you guys that I got a few new products, and I think I've had some of these products, but I just haven't used them, or I have used them, but you know, I interchange with my makeup. Some things I change, some things I keep the same. My base usually I love keeping the same, but I do have to like change my foundation every now and then. So the first thing we're going to do is obviously prime, and these are my two new besties that I got. I saw this primer on Instagram. It comes highly recommended, so I went and I got myself this priming cream from Woolies Beauty. I'm really excited about her. I've never tried her before, but the girl I saw talking about it, she's so good at what she does. So that's what I'm going to use to prime. I already washed my face. I went in with my skincare. I keep saying I'm going to show you guys what I use on my skin, but I feel like I'll only do that once I'm super happy with my skin. Like once once it's so perfect. Because right now, Jay, I have nothing to say. I'm just waiting. And it's so frustrating because I just want beautiful skin already. Let me show you guys, because a few of you guys said I don't show the products. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what I'm going to use to prime. This is also another new addition to my makeup routine. It's the Woolies Beauty Glow Mist. This is how it looks. So This also comes highly recommended. Whoop. I'm gonna spray a bit of that on and just let it dry. So now that I've done priming my face, I need to go in with some clean toilet paper and just I usually just like cleaning my brows with that, just to get rid of any oils or primer, or yeah, just so your brows are not oily, so that you're able to tame your brows properly with the brow gel without making it look oily, you know. So I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal Paris brow gel. I usually like brushing it in the opposite direction and then up. Perfect. So once that's done, I am going to use the Infallible Fresh Wear Powder by L'Oreal Paris in the shade J9BE. So I go in with some of that powder and I just press it onto my eyebrows. This is honestly a game changer, guys. I wouldn't advise you to just go in with some brow pencil. I would advise you to do this first. Trust me, like, your eyebrows will come out looking so much better, less oily, and they won't move. Like, they really won't move. I prefer using these pencil ones. I really like the application when I use these pencil ones. Okay, perfect. I'm happy with my brows. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean them up using my concealer brush and some foundation and concealer. So the foundation I'm going to use today is my NARS foundation. Love her down. I love her so much. I haven't used her in a minute because she's no longer my shade. I don't understand, but I'm going to make her work today because I love the finish that this foundation gives me. And I'm going to use my Fenty concealer in the shade 340. I don't even want to try and pronounce this NARS shade because okay, beauts. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. So I'm using the same foundation, the NARS foundation, and I'm going to just use this brush from MAC, this kind of brush, and I'm going to apply my foundation in the areas where I'm going to, in fact, all over my face. Then I'm going to let that dry down for literally 2 seconds and go in with my mist again, the Woolies Beauty Mist. And without wasting any time, I'm going to blend out my foundation. I'm going to use this Brushworks brush to blend out my foundation. I don't know if you can see, but this foundation has become a bit too light for me. I think because we are currently in a very sunny season, I have gotten a bit darker. So I'm going to go in with this More Than Concealer from L'Oreal Paris in the shade 338. And I'm going to mix it a bit with my foundation so it just doesn't look too light and looks exactly like the perfect shade. Okay, perfect. Now that I'm done with my foundation, I'm going to go in and contour my face. So I'm going to use the Infallible 24-Hour More Than Concealer concealer stick, I think in the shade Honey 338, right over here, and on my forehead. Then I'm just going to blend that. I'm gonna blend it with this kind of brush. This Legos hairline and Pazamisa. Now that I'm done with contour and I'm happy with that, I am going to go in with blush. So I'm going to use my Lina Cosmetics blush, the same blush I used in my last video. I'm going to use that in the shade 01. Just one pump. It's very pigmented, so I'm gonna need just one pump. I'm going to blend that out with this kind of brush. Look at how seamless that looks. It looks so beautiful. So yeah, not too much blush, just a little bit. We're always gonna pack on some powdered blush on top of that, so never stress too much. Now I'm going to do my concealer. I'm going to use the Studio Radiance Concealer by MAC today in the shade NC30. I usually just put some product here as well as over here. And over here as well. And a little bit on my chin as well as here. Okay. So obviously my routine is a bit more different because I am ever evolving. I'm joking, but I'm just doing new things. There's so many ways of doing your makeup. You get to pick and choose. I'm not too strict. I'm gonna let this concealer dry down a bit while I just look at myself. I'm joking. I'm going to let it dry down a bit, and then I'm going to add some concealer on my eyelids as well, because I'm going to do some eyeshadow and I want a nice base for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to use my concealer brush, what I blend out my concealer with. This is the brush that I use. I'm going to use that to just make sure I have my eyelid covered in this concealer. Perfect. Now I can go ahead and blend out this concealer under my eye. This Lagos hairline is going to be a problem. I understand why people are talking about it. Anyway, now I'm going to just brighten up my under eyes, and we can go ahead and move on to the next step. So I'm still at concealer. I just need this to brighten up my under eyes. Okay, now that that is beautifully blended and I'm happy with it, we're gonna go ahead and set this under eye, or my concealer I'm gonna set. So I'm going to use I Swear by this one. This is my girl. I've been using her since I started using makeup, okay? This is my tested and approved, loved Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Oil Control Press Powder in the shade 128. So actually, I'm going to use this brush to set my under eye with this powder, press powder. But before I do that, I'm going to make sure that I don't have any creases under my eye, and immediately set it with this press powder, okay? I'm going to set all the other areas that I put concealer with the same brush and product, okay? Then I'm going to use this Yardley translucent loose powder to bake. This is when I start using my powder puff. So I'm going to go in with a bit of some product and make sure that I create this really defined line along the edges of my nose. And use the powder under my eyes as well. Just make sure to evenly distribute the powder on the back of your hand and then apply, okay? Then whatever's left on the powder puff, I'm going to use that to just bake everywhere else, okay? I mean, not bake, but just like make sure I use some of that excess powder to just apply at the places where I had my concealer. And that's that. When it comes to baking, that is literally that. So now I'm going to set my eyelids with the same translucent powder, just using the brush this time. Now that that is set, I am going to do my eyeshadow now. So for my eyeshadow, I'm going to use this. I think I'm going for a natural. What do I want to do? This beige eyeshadow. So just natural colors, nothing too hectic. I'm going to use this palette from Lancome. I don't know why it's so filthy. These are the shades that are inside the palette. Love, love, love. This eyeshadow is easy, but we're going to take it up a notch because I'm going to use a bit more colors. But yeah, so I'm going to use a bit more colors. So let's get straight into it. So using this dark shade, I don't know if you can see, it's really, really dark. Using that dark shade, I'm going to go ahead and use this in the crease of my eye. So I like going from dark to light. It works for me. I'm going to use this in the crease of my eye, and I'm going to make sure to start a bit low so I'm able to use some of the space for the other eyeshadow shades that I want to use for this look. So I'm going to use the dark eyeshadow and just make sure I work that into my crease and just blend it upwards, okay? You can drag it in a little bit, not too much, and make sure that you are packing some product as you go, but never do too much. Always start with a light hand and you can always work your way up, okay? So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use a different brush now and go in with this shade. It's a lighter brown, and just use that to sort of make it a bit more lighter, make the transition a bit more lighter, not too harsh at the top of this really dark color. So I'm going to use this color to sort of blend that in, but this color I'm taking, ooh, I went into the wrong shade, imagine. This color I'm taking in a bit more to join in with my nose contour. I think this is beautiful already. I don't know if you can see the seamless transition. It's really, really beautiful. It doesn't give you that harsh line. So I'm going to make sure to work that into this darker shade to make sure that they join in beautifully, join together beautifully, okay? Beautiful. I'm not sure if you can see that, guys, but I am obsessed with this transition. I'm going to use this Lena Cosmetics eyeshadow palette as well, and just going with this lovely bunch color, this color, using the same brush, and I'm just going to use it to lightly go on top of the shade I just used from my Lancome palette, just really, really lightly. And I think that's about it for those two brown shades. Now I'm going to use a very, 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 very light beige-ish color from my Revolutions Makeup Revolution palette that is beat up. But I'll just show you guys. These are the colors that they have. I think I'm going to use this color over here, this color, and this color. These are my favorite, but I don't think I'm going to use this because this is a bit on the pink side, so I think I'm just going to use this light, what, beige? Yeah, I'm going to use that, and with a brush that looks like this, I'm going to go into that shade and just pack it on in this area. Okay, I'm going to pack this on in this area. I don't know if you can see that, but this looks stunning already. I love it so much. So yeah, I just pack this product over here. I pack it nicely, and yeah, I do the same for this eye. I just want you guys to see that this is so doable and so easy. For those who don't like wearing eyeshadow, and for those who think eyeshadow is so difficult, trust me, it is not. It is definitely not difficult. Very, very easy. Now that that is done, I'm going to go in with the light shade that I used from the Lancome product palette. This shade, I'm going to go in with this shade again and just sort of bring everything together. Like, I feel like I lost the color a bit. Don't know if you can see, but I can see it. So I just like to just bring that in. Okay, obsessed, love it, and I think I'm done. When it comes to eyeshadow, I think I'm done. I was not aware of this white shade that I used here. I was not aware that it looked like this, but it's fine. I'm going to work with it. I don't know. Sorry guys, I had to go ahead and try and remove the mess I made because I didn't know that color, that shade or whatever. I don't know what I was doing, but anyway, I think I've fixed it. I'm gonna see once I dust off all of this powder that I'm baking with. Anyway, let's move on to my blush. So I'm going to be using two shades for blush today. I'm going to be using this MAC blush as well as this Yardley London blush. This blush is in the shade Lavender Mist, and this is Desert Rose. The MAC is Desert Rose. So I'm going to use Desert Rose first and just use it on the outer edge of my blush, just towards the end. I'm just going to focus that in this area, just on top here. Today I'm going for a pink blush. I haven't done pink blush in a minute. Guys, don't let anyone tell you. Don't let anyone tell you. I mean, no one should tell you that you have too much blush on. Literally no one. I don't care. So that's it for my blush. Done. Now I'm going to, sorry guys, I keep looking here because my mirror is here. Now that I'm done with my blush, wait, let me just go in with that. I'm going to just warm up my face again, okay? I feel like I've taken away all of that warmth by my contour. So I'm going to warm up my face. I'm using the Rimmel Lasting Low Wear Pressing Powder. Lasting Finish, actually, pressing powder. And I'm just going to use this in the shade 009 Hazelnut, yes. And I'm going to use that to warm up my face, okay? So let's just do that. just below my blush, where I put some contour just for some warmth, because you'll come to find out that all of these products that we're laying and laying and laying on top of each other makes us look ghosty and funny. So you just want to make sure you bring back that warmth to your face, okay? And yeah, to use the same brush to just clean up my and now that I'm done cleaning up my powder, I am going to use this angled brush to just shape my nose. Yeah, to just like sort of contour my nose a bit with some powder this time. So now that I've done that, I'm going to just bring back I'm going to bring back that line, that concealer line that I created early on. And that's going to sit on there for 2 seconds while I do my lips. While I do my lips, we're almost done. I'm so happy. So I can actually dust this off because I don't want it to, yeah, I can dust it off now. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to use my Lasting Fix Setting Spray by Maybelline. And let it dry. I can't believe I forgot my under eyes. Like, what am I even doing? So for my under eyes, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Paris black eye pencil. Wow. I'm going to use this eye pencil and just work it into my waterline, okay? Can you see that? Already bringing the eye look together. I'm going to go in with this shade and... yeah, I'm going to go in with that shade. Wait, which shade did I say? I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade. Just work it into my waterline. So I'm going to start with the darkest one and just... then next I'm going to use the lighter shade to just sort of buff out that color so it's not too harsh. It's still there, but it's not too harsh. And beauts. Now that that is done, now we can finally go into doing my lips. Chestnut, and just line my lips, okay? Once you have that chestnut color, I like doing that just to move it around a bit, but I do go in with a brush and I just sort of make sure that this is spread nicely and evenly so it's not too harsh. I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Paris lipstick in the shade 550. It's called Le Nude. This is the name of it. I'm going to use it. I've used it quite a few times. This is the shade. And I'm going to use that just in the center, okay? But here's the trick. I don't really want it to be this pink. So what I'm going to do is, with my finger, see there's a lot going on here, but I'm going to go in with the shade that I used for concealer. I'm just gonna add a little bit over here, okay? just to make it a little bit more lighter. I'm going to put on a bit more lipstick because I feel like I overdid it with the concealer, and that's that. I did forget to add some liquid highlighter, but don't stress because this Skin Finish Light Struck MAC liquid highlighter will literally blend like a dream on top of your already set makeup. I've done this quite a few times, and I just warm it up at the back of my hands, and I use like 3 fingers and I just do this. I literally just do this, and to me that looks beautiful. I just need a bit more. Okay, now that that is done, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Paris Plump Ambition Hyaluron Lip Oil just in the center. Then I'm going to use the same lip oil just in a different shade, the brown one. I'm going to use that where I use my lip liner. This Essence lipstick that I swear by. I don't know what the shade is, guys, but as you can see there's an E there, so it's from Essence. I don't know what the shade is, and I'm going to use it here just in the middle. To make sure I bring back that pink. And that's that. I realized that I forgot to go in with some mascara, but it's not too late because I haven't set my face for the last time. So I'm going to use the Paradise Big Deal mascara. And on my lower lashes as well. And I think that is it. Let me pop on some lashes and then I am going to show you the complete look. But the last thing that I do want to do is go in with a little bit more. I don't like doing this once I have what do you call this? Actually, let me use this Max Fix It. This is a setting spray as well. I'm going to use some and then let that dry down a bit and pop on some lashes. We're officially at the end of this makeup tutorial. I applied my lashes and just fixed up my hair so I can show you guys the end results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you watched until the end. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.